Okay, it's 10 o'clock. I'm just north of Orick, California, and I'm heading into the old growth of the Irvine Redwoods just over there, which is maybe the most serene place in America. As you can tell, it's dead quiet in the early morning mist. Previously, when I've been here, it's burnt off by now, but quite often when you come here in the morning, it's completely misted in. I'm here relatively late, but if you come here in the afternoon, it's all dried out, the sun is shining, the ground is dry under your feet. Okay, this is fairly on in the trail of the Irvine Redwoods, and already you have some old growth. Incredible trees. I mean, they are huge pillars. We've not even got into the deep forest yet. And this, for me, the rainforests of the Olympic Peninsula are nothing to this. This is the place to be. So this is temperate rainforest. This is really rainforest-like. Really, really eerie. It feels ancient. There is still gravel on the track, but when we get further in, that will vanish and you'll just get the soft earth, the soft, resonant, rooty earth of the forest. The sheer size of this place, combined with this near complete silence. I mean, we still have the babble of the stream nearby, but when we get into the deep forest we won't even have that. Normally I like to get here about 6 in the morning and you have the place completely to yourself. When as it is, it's only 10 and I've yet to meet another soul on the trail. Every now and again a tree falls and they have to cut the path back through it, and this just gives you an idea of how old these trees are. That just in my finger there are maybe 10 rings, and the tree is that big. I've since gone barefoot, and on the resonant soil all you have is the sound of your footfall on the rooty soil. So everywhere around you, you are surrounded by giant pillars, giant roots. You walk between them and the rooty soil, soft under the barefoot. The only sound, the gentle burble of the stream in the valley. You get up out of earshot, which is hardly any distance in the wood like this, and you have complete silence. Okay, we're now in the deep forest, where this is what's left of a very old tree. Even life springs from the dead old tree, and we are deep into the old growth, where these trees have stood through gales, storms and fires. They have stood here since before I was born, since before America was a country, before it was even discovered, before all the wars in England, before England was even a country. Indeed, some of these would have even seen The rise and fall, I mean, look at this. Some of these would have even seen the rise and fall of the Roman Empire. Here they stand in serene silence, as they have for many of them over 1,000 years. You really do feel the need to be quiet in a place like this. There is just no sound. The sound is absorbed by the trees themselves. This is why I like to wear my softest clothing. Nothing that makes any noise. And go barefoot on the detritus left from the great trees. It's a truly incredible place. Everywhere you look, there are these mighty trees. For hours now I've wandered through the forest. Wherever my feet will take me, I find myself once again in the presence of the giants, the old growth. I feel the need to tell why this place is a damning indictment of both America and the greed of men. When the pioneers first got here, all they saw was lots of lumber for the cutting, and the state didn't care too much because it brought in good money, nor did the federal government, till a bunch of protesters managed to convince the state to protect a few areas of old growth as a state park, as a treasure that needed to be protected. And thus it is that this is the James Irvine State Park. The other one is the Humboldt State Park. And in the meantime, the logging lobbyists had been busy in Washington trying to convince people how logging was a fabulous thing and that it brought lots of money into the country. And it gave people lots of jobs. And it made lots of contributions to the society. Look at that. And knowing that eventually that they would lose, the logging company had been busy in the unprotected forest, cutting down all the big trees first as a way to maximize their profits. Thus it is that when the national government finally got around to declaring some national parks, virtually all the old growth had been cut down. So almost the only place you can find the old growth like this is in the state parks. And thus was a beauty wiped from this earth that won't return again in my lifetime, or indeed in the lifetime of 50 generations to come, if it returns at all. And all for the greed of men.